Okay, I want you to picture someone. Let's call her Sarah, though her story is probably going to sound intensely familiar to a lot of you. She is just exhausted. She's struggling to focus at work, her relationships feel strained, and honestly, some days she barely recognizes the person looking back at her in the mirror. So after waiting 6 long weeks, she's finally in the doctor's office. This is it. This is her shot. She has exactly 15 minutes, that's just 900 seconds, to try and explain the total chaos that's taken over her life and hopefully finally get some help. You could just imagine, the stakes feel impossibly high.
The doctor looks up and asks, "So what's been going on?" And it's like the dam just breaks. Sarah tries to articulate this tidal wave of symptoms. Well, the hot flashes, definitely. The night sweats are constant. The brain fog is terrifying. I just can't think straight. Oh, and I'm not sleeping. My joints ache all the time. I feel anxious and just so irritable.
She's trying so hard to be clear, to make her doctor understand the sheer scale of it all. But with every single symptom she lists, she can feel those precious seconds just ticking away. The doctor's typing, nodding, trying to keep up, and just like that, 12 of her 15 minutes are gone. They've just evaporated into thin air, spent doing nothing more than cataloging the crisis. And then come the words that just feel like a punch to the gut. "I'm sorry, we're out of time. Let's book a follow-up." Sarah leaves with absolutely nothing. No plan, no relief, and worst of all, no hope. Just another appointment in another 6 weeks. And this story, it's so common, it's basically a silent epidemic. But what if we could completely flip the script on that entire experience? What if the key to transforming that frustrating dead-end appointment into a life-changing breakthrough was as simple as a piece of paper? It's called the Modified Greene Scale, and its real power lies in its brilliant simplicity. It's a clinically validated questionnaire that takes that chaotic storm of symptoms and organizes it all into a clear, measurable snapshot of what a woman is actually going through. It's so effective, you kind of have to wonder, why isn't this standard practice everywhere? Now, here's the genius of it. Before the appointment, in the comfort of her own home, a woman can take the time to really reflect. She goes through a list of 21 common symptoms and rates each one's severity on a simple 0 to 3 scale. There's no rush, no pressure, no one staring at a clock. It's her experience quantified on her own terms. So let's just replay Sarah's appointment, shall we? This time, she walks in and simply hands the doctor her completed Greene scale. In an instant, literally an instant, the doctor sees the entire landscape of her suffering. It's all there, clear, organized, and prioritized. It takes maybe 2 minutes to review. And suddenly, those other 13 minutes, they are unlocked. They're now spent entirely on solutions, talking about treatment options, making a real plan. Sarah leaves with hope. So the crucial point is this. This simple tool transforms a frantic, emotional monologue into a clear, actionable roadmap. The entire focus of the appointment shifts from, "Okay, tell me everything that's wrong," to, "Okay, I see it all right here. Now let's figure out what we're going to do about it." And look, this isn't just some feel-good story or a nice idea. This is a clinically validated approach, and the data that proves it gets results is, well, it's genuinely staggering. Just look at the difference it made in one recent study. So researchers used the Greene scale to track women before and after they got treatment at a specialized clinic. The numbers you're looking at here are the average severity scores. The column on the left, that's before treatment. The one on the right, that's after. I mean, the drop is just incredible across the board. And this just brilliantly illustrates the change for one single symptom, irritability. The average score plummeted from 2.36, which is hovering between moderate and severe, all the way down to 0.93, which is actually less than mild. Now that isn't just a number on a chart, that is a life-changing reduction in daily struggle. Ready for some of the headline numbers from this? For hot flushes, probably the most famous menopause symptom, there was an 85% reduction in severity. 85%. And for depression, a symptom that can be completely and utterly devastating, an 81% reduction. Just take a second and think about what that means for a woman's life, for her family. For that bone-deep, soul-crushing tiredness that so many women report, a 72% reduction. These numbers don't just speak for themselves, they are practically shouting. So when you add it all up, the conclusion from the research is undeniable. Using a structured, data-driven approach guided by the Greene scale leads to a statistically significant improvement in a woman's overall quality of life. It's not just about managing symptoms, it's about actually getting your life back. And that's really the most important takeaway here.
The Modified Greene Scale does so much more than just list symptoms. It translates a deeply personal, often dismissed experience into objective data. It gives your experience a number. It gives your struggle a voice that the medical system can finally hear and, more importantly, act on. Which brings us right back to that 15-minute appointment. Without a tool like this, it's a race against the clock that, let's be honest, too often ends in frustration. But with it, that exact same 15 minutes can become the most productive and hopeful conversation you've had in years. So the real question is, how will you use your 15 minutes?